because you're thinking, this guy is impossible to find. Well, guess what? Every other investor is having the same issue.
And they're giving up, obviously.
They're giving up because even we give up sometimes.
Someone starting out, they probably have a higher chance than someone that's established. Because a lot of this stuff for us might fall through the cracks. What are some unshared ways to take down off-market deals? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the steps that we here at Whiteacre take to find off-market deals, motivated sellers, and some actionable steps for you guys to implement to find great deals and make some great money. I have been trying to get this guy on video for a while. He's my brother, and he's actually the marketing genius behind anything we do here. So we're going to go over, talk to him about who he is, what he does, and what we do on a daily basis to find these great deals. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, feels good being in the arena, I guess.
Yeah, your commute wasn't too far.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't just down the hall from here.
10 steps.
10 steps.
Most people that are watching, they know about Whiteacre, but they don't know that there's a partner here other than me, right? They think I'm the face of the company. I own Whiteacre, which is not the case. Me and you always been partners. So
I exist. I'm real. I know there's a lot of people wondering if you have partners, etc., on the business, but Joni, I'm Enis' partner. We started the business together back 2013, 2014.
And you actually started that even before I was involved, right? So just roughly, why real estate? Why did you think of investing? What was the first investment? And then we'll jump into talking about the lead gen stuff.
Around 2012, 2013, I was doing something completely different, not related to real estate. No, I wasn't an agent. I'm still not an agent. We always had that mindset of, buying properties, buying assets. I started getting educated, learning more. Bigger Pockets, bigger
that was
pockets
huge.
Was huge.
I remember you introduced me to Bigger Pockets. I'm like, hey, tell me more about the deal. How do we grow the business? And you were like, hey, start here.
Yeah, Bigger Pockets was definitely super useful. And simply because it also had localized information. People that were local, you could have talked to them. They were posts. We met our first lender, actually, and Bellamy, our first hard money lender through Bigger Pockets.
That's awesome.
Again, I was looking at multifamilies, 3-deckers, 4 units, 2 units in the Boston area. Then I moved to Worcester, looking at Worcester properties. And it was a 6-unit. It was a triple-deckers attached. Each unit had 3 beds, 1 bath.
Awesome, yeah. Good building.
The rents were good too, by the way. They were, even at the time, even though they were lower, they were still great. So I bought that cash, had no idea what I was doing, went to closing, did the walkthrough after the closing, which is the
wrong way to do it. You always do the walkthrough before, not after, because you want to obviously get to see the property.
6 tenants.
What are you buying?
Yeah, 6 tenants. Well, supposedly 6 tenants. One of them, actually, they said that they were vacating that unit that was supposed to be vacant. It was not vacant. It was full of trash. It was vacant. People weren't there, but it was just full of trash. The tenants were rougher.
So you quit right there and there. No more real estate after that.
Put it on Craigslist. Looking back, definitely do not regret it. Definitely a huge learning experience. It was kind of.
You just got to start somewhere, right? This was 10 years ago. We were persistent. We lost on some deals. We made money on a lot of deals, but that got you started, and then you brought me in, right? Yeah. But without that first one, what if you waited for the perfect property, for the best price, right? Sometimes you just got to jump at that. What I wanted to tell you guys is that personally for me, Joni was a jumping point into real estate, right? So, and I've seen this pattern with other people too, that you need that community around you. Might be partners, might be family, but it's rarely done alone. You started, with that 6 unit without even knowing that this would actually be a career for us. Full-time, we're both full-time into real estate. Now, everything we do is, together, from development to owning rentals to fix and flips to wholesales, everything has been, as partners together. But that first deal got it started, and, you were the one that said, hey, let's try to make this a business. We were like, hey, let's try this. Let's give it 6 months. Let's learn the lead gen, and then, from early on, we talked about off-market. How do we find off-market deals? And we started doing direct mail and all that stuff. So let's jump into tonight's topic, right? And guys, sign up for the meetup events, right? If you are local to us in Boston, in greater Boston, this is the best way to come talk to people that have a bunch of good stuff to share, that are local, that are doing stuff, right? Joni's going to talk about this topic tonight, but let's share on camera some of the ways to take down off-market deals.
One thing that I realized a couple of years ago was that there are ways to essentially source deals and close deals that can put anyone, whether you have $1 million budget or a $0 budget. It really starts with identifying highly motivated sellers, right?
For us doing many deals a year,
right.
there are some characteristics here of someone motivated that we end up purchasing property.
To us, my definition is a motivated seller is someone that values the solution that we have for them more than the money or more than the price. So,
they're actually looking for a solution to whatever is going on in their life. Yeah.
Exactly. Financial distress, but also life events, property distress. Our best deals came from meetings with sellers.
Yeah.
And those sellers have talked to exactly 0 other people, which is insane, right? I mean, the greater Boston market is one of the most competitive markets. Right. We go and meet with these people, and no one else has spoken to them. No agents, no investors, no competitors of ours, 0.
So think of the opposite, which most people do, is they go on MLS and look at a property that everyone is seeing, right? I mean, right there and then, for us being the only one, huge advantage, right? Because we are there solving a problem. And I wanted to go back very, very quickly to what you said, that someone that says, I want 820, the property is worth 800, we don't talk to them not because we don't like them or we don't like the properties. There's no motivation there, or we cannot make profit at that number, right? It's as simple as that. Exactly. It's not because that we don't like them because they're asking so much. I mean, good for them if they can get that price.
Absolutely, yeah.
But for us to make a profit, we got to buy at a discount, so then we can put the work, go through all that we go through and make a profit at the end.
Right.
We can talk in more detail about that, but I think for a lot of people starting out, new investors, the mindset, it's really the most important thing they got to focus on here. Of course, we're going to get a great price and you're going to get what you need, right? We need to buy at a discount, again, to make that profit, to make sure that, I can keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Right? To pay the bills, to pay our team, to pay staff. We explain exactly what we're doing, how we make profit.
Be an open book, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
So the mindset thing, and this is actually something that's hugely important, is the list should be small, manageable. 100, 200 properties maybe max, but the mindset is and should be, this is your list. Every property on that list you are going to buy or someone else will buy, period. It may take me a month, a week, a year, 15 years. I'm going to buy this property or someone else's. That's right. And again, this is we've done this for years. We've had Drive for Dollars list, etc. that of these highly motivated sellers. We didn't buy them. Another LLC bought them. That's mindset number 1. Mindset number 2 is making or creating assumptions before you're talking to the sellers, right? Why would he sell to us for this? Actually, I had a conversation with one of our acquisition guys. Well, they wouldn't sell for this. You cannot assume anything that the other person has in their mind. In their mind, they need to sell now because they're dealing with this issue. If you solve it, they don't care about the price. It's human. It's normal. It's human to think this way. Why would they sell for that's a ridiculous price? It's not ridiculous because he's dealing with some other issues, obviously. When assumptions come up, just ignore it.
Yeah. So when we talk about unshared ways to take down off-market deals, the common ways that people most likely know about, I talk on videos about it, but direct mail.
Direct mail, right? Where we send mail out. Right. There's something called return to sender, right? Where basically you send in thousands, hundreds of letters, and they come back. There's a bunch of reasons. Sometimes they're actually helpful and they write why the reason is they cannot be delivered.
I get those letters. Sometimes it says vacant.
Yeah, it's vacant.
Obviously, there is a reason, right? If this property is vacant, what's going on there, right? A vacant property in Massachusetts, our property taxes are super high. There is some type of situations there, right? So if you go above and beyond, because I know a lot of people do direct mail, but most people will get that return to sender and throw it away. Yeah. Right? And that's what we're talking about. Spend a little bit more time, go deeper, find where they live.
Exactly.
Either mail them again at the new address, right? That's what you.
That's the basic step. Yes.
At least
at the very least, find out where they live. Keep trace it because you're thinking this guy is impossible to find. Well, guess what? Every other investor is having the same issue.
And they're giving up, obviously.
They're giving up because even we give up sometimes because we don't have the time to actually do the extra steps. The extra
I think actually someone starting out, they probably have a higher chance than someone that's established.
Exactly.
Because a lot of this stuff for us might fall through the cracks.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. We've gone through extra steps and we've missed the one step that we didn't do because we didn't have no time. We didn't have any time. Was to door knock. Someone else got it. An agent lived nearby. He knocked on the door. He got the deal.
That's it, right? Like we did everything. We did the skip tracing. But we didn't go and knock on the door.
Correct.
Yeah. And guys, if you want to get this actually, the presentation and everything, come to the meetup event. You'll get all the details of what we do here at Whiteacre. You can copy exactly the same thing and implement it in your business. It can make you hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? These are processes that, like Joni said, anyone can do. It's just, you gotta know what you are doing and you gotta be consistent at that. But having a roadmap, exactly how we're doing it here at Whiteacre, I think joining the meetup, you're gonna get a ton of value out of it. If you like this guy here, my partner, comment below and I'll bring Joni back. Let me know if you like this type of stuff and we'll go deep, talk about systems, and we'll bring Joni back.
Sounds like fun.
You crushed it.
Yeah, thanks. Awesome.
Awesome, man.